guys, this is Gus G and you're watching Guitar Gear Guy. Thank you for tuning in.
Hello everyone, how are you? This is yours truly, Triple G, coming at you once again. It's been a few months since I had my last video for you guys, and just wanted to make a quick video, come on, say hey, mainly to thank you for a small milestone that I've achieved in 5,000 subscribers. So thank every one of you. So one of the things that impacted me from this whole COVID situation was I had tickets to go see in July, which was going to be next month at the time of this filming. There was a tour that involved In Flames, Trivium, Lamb of God, and Megadeth. So you mean to tell me 4 out of my perhaps 10 favorite bands all on one card, I could experience all of them in just one sitting? I mean, it was such a no-brainer for me to buy the tickets to that concert. I've been looking forward to it ever since I bought the tickets. But as we all know, concerts have basically evaporated into the thin air, so that's now been canceled. So I don't know when that's going to be, or if the lineup will be maintained once they resume tour schedule. I don't know how that's going to be, but that is such a bummer. And I've never seen Megadeth in concert, although I've seen Metallica a bunch of times. Things just didn't work out, so I have not been able to see Megadeth up until now. So I was really looking forward to it, and that really bothers the hell out of me. And then even Lamb of God, there was a tour by Metallica where Lamb of God was the opening band right before, one of the opening bands, and that particular night was going to be held at what's called Great Western Forum here in South LA. And apparently the owners of Great Western Forum are very religious. So what they did not allow was they did not allow Lamb of God to perform in their venue. So that particular night, Machine Head played in the spot where Lamb of God would have. And so I got to see Machine Head, but again, another reason why I was really looking forward to seeing Lamb of God this leg, but it's not going to happen. Such a bummer. And then something else that I need to tell you is so finally I have ordered this one guitar that I've been threatening to get. Been a couple years since I've mentioned this particular one. I think I may get it either later this week or following week. Actually, stock is not in, so as soon as they ship it, I'll get it and I'll put a video out for that guitar immediately. So earlier in the video I mentioned how I just hit somewhat of a milestone for me, which was 5,000 subscribers here. And if you some may scoff at the number 5,000 not being that big. You go look at other YouTubers, and then you also go look at other guitar YouTubers. Their numbers are huge. So some may look at my number and go, you're a small timer, and that's completely fine with me. When I first started, just kind of talking about guitars and such, I never thought that I would reach 5,000, let alone 500, let alone 5,000. And then I hold each one of you and every one of you so in high regard. I really thank you for your time watching my videos, and that goes to like the last couple of videos that I made. I did what every other YouTuber does, even though I've never done that in the past, was I asked for a subscription, I asked for the bell notification, I asked for the like button. I always felt that needed to be earned organically without me having to repeat it or asking for it. I also felt a little weird about that. But I did it because through the numbers going up, and somebody left a comment saying that I'm after big YouTube money by doing that, but the truth could be it just cannot be further from the truth. My YouTube money is like 100 a month, and majority of that 100 actually comes from my other channel, not the guitar channel. So this channel here is definitely work of love. It's for work of love, not because of a monetary gain. And if you've noticed, I also put in a lot of effort into the quality of production. So I invest in gear to make the videos look better. I invest in time trying to practice so that I can do justice for the particular gear that I'm showing you guys. So there's a lot of work, and it definitely isn't amount of work that's going in, definitely not justified by any kind of earnings that I have. So it's not for the money. The reason why I ask for the subscription and stuff like that is because by the numbers that show, it confirms and it reassures me that I'm not just talking to a camera lens into the void, where there is actually someone that's watching, and there are ears and eyeballs on the other side of the screen that I'm doing this for. So it just reaffirms and reassures me of that, and that's the reason why I ask for those things. So when I reached 5,000, that was a huge deal for me. Again, I thank every one of you. So I'm sure all of you are pretty much sick of hearing about the whole COVID-19 and everything. And, if you take us, so I don't want to add on to that, obviously, but it is a time that we're living in. And, for us guitar players, it's going to have a somewhat of a profound impact as well, I think. So not just the guitars, but, generally the whole retail is going to change. And along with that will impact also like our guitar buying experience. So like the guitar centers, Sam Ashes, or your local guitar shops, they're gonna have different protocols and regulations in place. You go in, you get your temperature checked. Will you be able to pull a guitar off the wall and check it out and such? So maybe the whole landscape of retail buying experience will change, and possibly more of the online shopping experience. I'm not shy of buying a guitar sight unseen, but I understand why some people may not feel comfortable with that, and we'll see how that plays a role. And then that also leads to like 2021, like the Winter NAMM show. So in case you don't know, the Summer NAMM 2020 was canceled among many other conventions and shows and what have you. So 2021 Winter NAMM show, which is scheduled in January 2021, I don't know. So the show will probably take place, but by then, will we have vaccines available? And how do people feel about going to NAMM show that is just packed with people? If you've been paying attention, if you follow, and if you've been watching the news and what have you, it is pretty well known now through the DNA tracing that the COVID-19 was available and spreading starting around mid-November of last year, which means during the NAMM show 2020, just 6 months ago, all of us, and especially with the exhibitors from China, and I'm not trying to single out the country, but it is currently known as that country being the origin. So I'm just mentioning in that sense. Is it possible to thank some of the exhibitors that were here in January? Perhaps they were here without even knowing that they were carrying the virus. So something like that, take that into consideration. So come January of next year, how will things be? I mean, it is a packed showroom there every year, and I just don't know how that's all going to work out. And I've talked to a bunch of friends of mine who go to the NAMM show, and a lot of them have shown fear or discomfort in attending the show. And one of them actually is a demo artist for one of the very prominent guitar companies. So I don't know how that's going to be. So last couple months, lack of output in my videos, I'm going to be honest with you. Luckily and thankfully, my day job has not been impacted by the whole COVID-19 situation. There were first couple weeks where I did have to work out of my house, and Same goes with my employees. But as far as work itself is concerned, I have been extremely lucky and have been able to work just fine. But on the same token, day job has been super busy, so I have not been able to actually spend any time putting out videos for you guys. And today we'll probably start that process of us slowly coming back to videos. I already have next like 6 or 7 videos lined up in terms of ideas and what I want to do. And along that line, next video will have details on how to win one of my guitars. I'm gonna give away a guitar, but it's not just like a random. There's gonna be something. I'm gonna try to help somebody out that I know, and in that process, the prize of it will be me giving away one of my guitars. And don't get it twisted, I'm not giving away my PRS or a mayonnaise, nothing like that. But it's a very nice guitar in my opinion, and more details for that video will follow on my next video, which will be maybe 2-3 days from now. So going back to the whole lack of output thing, not only my day jobs have been busy, but generally I've suffered from a little bit of lack of motivation. I guess it's to deal with the whole situation. And freshman, my son was a freshman in college, and he had to come home early March and finish out rest of his college year in, basically doing distance learning at home. And my daughter, who was a high school senior, she lost out on prom. There was no graduation ceremony. We did like a drive-through ceremony last week just to get her graduation paper and a little bit of a photo op wearing the mask. I mean, I felt so bad as a father that my daughter was losing out on, once in a lifetime experience like that. So just overall, generally, I'm not gonna say I've been depressed, but things just have not been as normal, and that created a little bit of mentally difficult to come on here and put out videos on guitars. So that explains why I have not been able to come see you as often. Okay, so I am gonna wrap today's video with that. I just wanted to come say hi, and in about 2-3 days there will be another video which will share details on how I plan to give away one of the guitars that I got late last year, and it has been unplayed since, so it's a brand new guitar. So I will share that details with you, so keep an eye out for my next video. And if you stayed this far into this video, I thank you. So until next time, you guys all take care, be good humans. I've been Triple G. You've been, again, awesome as usual. Triple G out.